to music on the World on Wheels, and welcome to our beach adventure. We're going to start in the south at one of California's best beaches, Laguna Beach. Known for his whale paintings around the world, artist Robert Weiland lives in Laguna Beach. His terrace is open to the public and makes a relaxing place to take in the view. A boardwalk allows wheelchairs to stroll along the sand. People watching is half the fun when you're at the beach. Laid Back Laguna is one of the world's great beaches. As the sun sinks into the water, we head to our next beach. Just up the coast from Laguna Beach is Newport Beach. Just 4 miles north of Laguna along Pacific Coast Highway, or PCH as the locals call it, Newport Beach is a rich neighborhood of Orange County. I'm at Newport Beach right now, sitting just across from Balboa Island. As the gulls watch over us, we take a walk to the end of Balboa Pier, one of 2 piers in the city. Behind me is a small amusement park known as the Fun Zone. The Fun Zone has a Ferris wheel, bumper cars, and a few other small attractions. As we walk along the narrow passageways, we come along one of Newport's great contributions to mankind: chocolate-covered frozen bananas, said to have been invented here. Next to the Ferris wheel, we get ready to ride on Newport Beach's most famous attraction, the car ferry to Balboa Island. You can see the ferry pulling in behind me right now. For a small fee, you can take your car on one of the tiny, barge-like boats across the channel to Balboa Island. Up to 3 cars can be accommodated at a time. Pedestrians can also ride for just a little fare. In addition to luxurious homes, Balboa has a little downtown made up of boutiques and restaurants. We spend a little time window shopping and then strolling along the canals in front of those million-dollar homes. After Newport Beach, we head up to Huntington Beach to see the surfing. With a view of Catalina Island and rigs in the distance, the old oil town of Huntington Beach is the next beach north of Newport along PCH. It's now world famous for surfing. The US Open attracts hundreds of thousands of spectators and surfers from around the world each summer. We're going to roll out onto the pier. The all-concrete construction makes it easy for wheelchairs. This is where you can get the best views of the local surfers. A little farther out at the end of the pier, porpoises also enjoy the waters. Small and cozy with a lot of restaurants, next we go to Seal Beach. Seal Beach lies over the bridge across Alamitos Channel at the north end of Orange County. We eat dinner at our favorite local pub, O'Malley's, and then head to the end of Main Street to take a stroll on the local pier. Over there to the right is our next destination. One of the biggest cities here on the coast is Long Beach. Long Beach is huge, but our favorite spot is small. Starting off with an alfresco Italian dinner at Russo's, we then head to the edge of Naples Island and Alamitos Bay. Long Beach sits behind a breakwater, so there are no waves here. Many beaches here attract families looking for a safe spot to swim. Here in Naples, millionaires live in spectacular houses next to their yachts along the waterfront. This 10,000 square foot home under construction is the newest mansion here. As the sun sets on the local residents, it's time to head to our next beach. Not as well known as other beaches, Palos Verdes has a lot of historical landmarks. Along with Donald Trump's golf course and the large resort of Terranea, the Point Vicente Interpretive Center sits in the middle of Palos Verdes Peninsula. Along with exhibits explaining the history and nature of the area, we go outside to the deck to enjoy spectacular views of Catalina and the Channel. In the winter, it is very common to see whales migrating north just offshore. Next door is a still operating Point Vicente Lighthouse. And now we come to my favorite beach, which is Redondo Beach, because it's home of the world-famous Redondo Beach Pier. Driving out of Palos Verdes, we get a glimpse of Santa Monica Bay. At the south end of the bay are the beaches of Manhattan, Hermosa, Torrance, and Redondo. Redondo is home to the famous horseshoe-shaped pier. Colorful characters, shops, and restaurants lure locals looking for something fun to do. Entertainers also perform here. This dancer works for tips. One tradition we have is that my dad buys my mom a pearl from the oyster stand every time we come here.
Oysters are cultivated in Japan. It takes 5 years for the oyster to make your pearl.
Years in the making.
The pearls from right here inside the stomach.
Okay, I see it.
There you go. Check sometimes there's more. Now this is regular people. And that came the pearl. It's a pretty color.
Oh yeah.
Come inside now, the phrases for you.
To end our day, we like to eat a nice dinner with a sunset view. One of our favorite places is Kincaid's at the north end of the pier. After dinner, we watch the fishermen try to catch something over the side as we take a last look at the beach towards Palos Verdes. Thank you for joining us on our Southern California beach adventure. I'm Tim Music for The World on Wheels.